Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about mushrooms. I'm Katrina and this is
Ronald.
And welcome to our Planet Wellness page. If you're watching live, please say hello in the comments and this hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay, even if you're watching on the replay on our YouTube channel. So over to you, Ronald. What have you got to teach us about mushrooms?
Well, remarkably, if you go back in the civilization of humankind, mushrooms, believe it or not, were one of the first foods that humans started to eat. We're talking 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. Mushrooms were growing all over the world, and it's one of the most related foods to mankind. It's very easily to digest, and so it goes back that far, right? Now, since then, there's been many quality people who've developed different types of mushrooms in Japan, in Australia, in America, and so on. And so mushrooms are one of the most nutritious foods you can eat. So at the end of what I'm going to explain shortly, I'm going to give you a fantastic recipe that you can use 3 or 4 times a week to give you very, very good vitamin B12. Now, if you're a vegetarian or vegan, there's very strong likelihood you'll be lacking in iron. Now, mushrooms are one of those rare vegetables that actually contain B12. Vitamin B12 is part of the B complex vitamins. It's also known as cyanocobalamin. It is a vital mineral or vital vitamin that actually helps you to create fresh blood, okay, and keep your blood clean. So what do the mushrooms actually contain? They are actually a superfood. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 mushrooms names in a minute that are actual superfood. They're the ones you should concentrate on, okay? So what do they contain? B12 for a start. Selenium, which is selenium is a rare trace mineral. It's very, very good for anti-cancer. Selenium, potassium, magnesium, right? It contains some silica depending where it's planted as well, which is known as a cutter. In other words, it cuts fungus, it cuts things that shouldn't be growing in the body, okay? So these are very rare minerals that you get from vegetables normally, but mushrooms is amply on that. However, you have many types of mushrooms. Most of them are white. They're grown commercially white, small one, like a button mushrooms. Also, some are grown with a grey creamy color, right? Okay. So the most nutritious ones are these: portobello, okay, which is a large one. Portobello, porcini, shiitake. You wouldn't forget that name. Shiitake is actually a mushroom grown from Japan. It's been recognized in Japan in a big way. Shiitake and maitake. All right. Now these are the mushrooms that you can get quite easily here in the UK. And so I'll repeat that again: porcini, shiitake, maitake, and the chestnut mushrooms. Okay. Now, if you want a really good, very nutritious, rich food, you get 2 portobellos, okay? You get about 6 shiitake mushrooms, and you get about 5 or 6 chestnut mushrooms, and maitake, 3 or 4. Now, that's enough for 2 people. Now, what you do is you wash them, you cut them up with a very sharp knife, okay? And then before you put it in the pot, you cut up 1 red onion, 1 white onion, 2 cloves of garlic, a slice of ginger, and you add olive oil and coconut oil to that first mixture. So I'll repeat that: coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, sea salt, sal de Garant, teaspoon of that, and then you add the mushrooms. You can have the shiitake, the porcini, the chestnut, and the what was it on?
Well, there's also the oyster mushroom.
The oyster mushroom. So you can have 4 or 5 varieties. Now chop them up at bite-sized pieces. Put them in the pan and just give them a stir, keep them stirred until they soften. They won't take long to soften, maybe 4 or 5 minutes at a decent heat, right? Now, what you can do to make it even tastier, add about a teaspoon of chili powder or chili flakes
or fresh
chilies, right? Now, people normally do not put chili with mushrooms, but let me assure you, if you had the mushrooms with the onion, the garlic, the ginger and chili, it puts it to a whole new flavor, right? Now, if you want to make it even more nutritious, you can have about 2 or 3 leaves of purple red cabbage, and that'll give you a lot of iron as well. So that combination of 4 or 5 mushrooms and the leaves of the red or purple cabbage will give you a huge amount of vitamin B12, right? So if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, or even if you need more energy, have about 3 or 4 meals of mushrooms per week, and then you will see within about a month your energy level will go right up. Right? Thank you for listening. We'll look forward to your feedback.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Ronald, for sharing that. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give us a like, heart, care, or wow emoji, or give us a comment in the comment section and let us know how you've got along. And do share your mushroom dishes photos as well.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.